In this video, I'm going to tell you what you can do if you have a virus on your computer. Now, a couple of first steps that you want to do is completely turn off your PC. Okay, you want to make sure that you are on a different desktop or a laptop or a phone, and you want to make sure that your PC is completely shut down. You also want to make sure you identify that you do actually have a virus, like something like I have on the screen right now where it says there's a Trojan detected on my PC. Something like that might come, and basically, although Windows Defender said that it has been removed, you cannot trust that because Trojans are like self-replicating. They replicate like 10 times over, like really fast. So don't trust that. And the next thing you want to do is you want to hop onto Chrome. So by now I've assumed you've turned off your PC that has been infected by a virus, and you're ready to begin saving the desktop with the virus. The reason I tell you to turn it off is so that it does not replicate itself and you get as much time as possible to fight it. So the first thing you want to search is Kaspersky rescue disk. Okay, just search this and click on the first link that comes up. Basically what we're going to be doing now is we're not going to be booting into our Windows. So basically how your computer works is it boots into your hard drive's Windows sector, and then it runs Windows for you. Now what this does is as soon as Windows is run, usually the virus hides inside your program files, so the virus file is run as well. And what that does is it allows the virus to manipulate all of your files. It allows it to replicate and do all the bad stuff that you don't want it to be doing. So here you want to go to downloads, or just click on download straight from here. Just click on download Kaspersky rescue disk 18. What that will do is it will download an ISO file which you want to save somewhere. Make sure this is not on the PC that has a virus on it. If you don't have another PC, you'll probably need to get like a technician, but I'm assuming that you do have another PC. So go ahead, click on download, and after you click on download, there's a software called Ruffus. You want to go ahead and download Ruffus. This is basically a software so you can create a an ISO file. You can boot it onto your USB. You want to make sure USB has at least like 4 gigabytes of storage, 8 if you want to get Windows using your USB as well. So go ahead, download Ruffus. It's basically like a one-time use kind of thing. Ruffus 3.2.0 EXE. Go ahead, let it run, give it all of the permissions, and just after that you'll see that Ruffus has run. So just to show you guys what Ruffus looks like. So this is something that Ruffus looks like, and basically once you've got this onto your device, what you want to do is you want to select your USB from here in the device section. Since I don't have any USB currently plugged in, there's nothing there, but once you plug in your USB will come here. From here you want to select your disk or ISO image, so click on select and choose the download that you just downloaded of the Kaspersky rescue disk, and then basically everything else, the file system, don't leave everything unchanged. It will set it automatically, and then click on start button over here. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's all you need to do to get your disk prepared and ready to go. So after you have your USB, you want to safely eject it from your system, and I assume that now your USB has Kaspersky rescue disk 18. So once you have it downloaded, you want to go back to your infected PC and you want to plug it in. Now once you click the on button on your PC or your laptop or whatever, you want to open your BIOS for your PC, and the way you do that is for Gigabyte you press delete, but for whatever other manufacturer you have, just go online and search it. So for example, Dell BIOS key, and you can just search it like whatever manufacturer you have. As you can see, it's F2. So you want to keep on like spamming the button till your BIOS opens, and once you're done with that, in your BIOS you want to go to boot options. If you don't know what to do, it's basically how to change boot options, boot order basically in Dell BIOS or whatever BIOS you have, Gigabyte or whatever. So you see this basically a manual changing boot order, and it will tell you exactly how to do it. System setup, main menu, system BIOS, boot settings. It's basically, it's different for each manufacturer. You'll have to search this yourself. If you face any problems, you can always comment down below. I try to help you as much as I can. And so basically there you want to change your boot option to your USB disk. Now what that'll do is it'll open up Kaspersky rescue disk. It's gonna start from your root folder, so it's like a pretty cool software. You want to leave it to scan, and the first and like most important thing you want to do is completely scan your entire drive. The reason we do it from a rescue disk is because then the virus is not activated, so it can't really, you know, dodge the antivirus like it can if you boot it into Windows. So you want to make sure you run the complete scan using Kaspersky. It's pretty easy. There's an application in your rescue disk 18. Go ahead, run it, and wait for it to complete. It's going to take like 7-8 hours, so let it happen depending on, you know, if you have a hard drive, an STD. So once you're done with that, you want to copy all of your backup files, basically like all of your personal files. Do not copy anything from program files or System32. Don't do it. It's probably going to have a virus. So just take your desktop files, your documents file, pictures, whatever else is important to you, and plug in, you know, like an external hard drive like a Seagate or a Western Digital, basically something that you can back up all your files into. Copy and paste all of your files. The reason you have to do this is because there's no way to be sure that a virus is gone. Like, viruses are super duper tricky, and there's really no way to be completely sure that a virus has left your system forever until and unless you nuke it out of your system. So basically you want to back up all of your files from Kaspersky Rescue Disk, and then you want to download something called ABAN boot and nuke. This is basically what it's called. Search ABAN boot and nuke, and it's the first one, and you'll download the 64-bit version because I don't assume that you have 32-bit one. But you want to go ahead, download it, and you want to, again, using Ruffus, you want to burn this onto your USB disk. As you can see, it's ISO, so the same process with Ruffus. You want to go ahead, get Ruffus over here, and here select your same USB. You can overwrite the Kaspersky and click on select and select yourself your ABAN, and that's pretty much it. Once your USB is ready, take it out and plug it into your infected PC. Now this is a completely other software, so before running this software, just a disclaimer, make sure you completely copy all your data. Nothing will be left on your drive, your STD or HDD at all. It's all going to be gone forever, permanently, because this is basically a disk wiper, so it removes everything like twice across your entire drive. So make sure that there's nothing of any value to you, and basically you boot it up and change the boot order and boot into ABAN. Then it's pretty much going to do everything automatically. It's going to ask you for confirmation that, you know, you want to go ahead and wipe everything. Go ahead, say yep, I want to get rid of everything, and that should be pretty much it. It's going to take, you know, usual time 4 or 5 hours depending on how big your storage space is. But once it's done, that's going to be pretty much it. You're pretty much guaranteed that your virus is gone. And after that, you simply want to go download Windows 10 or Windows 11, whatever you have, because now your disk is completely nuked. There's nothing on it. Remove the USB, and the next time you boot in, you should be faced with an error on your BIOS that there's no bootable disk found. If that's not the case, then you're in trouble. But usually that is going to be what it is, because now there's nothing on your hard drive and there's nothing to boot into anyway. So go ahead, now you just want to download the Windows 10 or 11 installation media, download the tool, and this is pretty basic. You just want to download the tool and put in a USB with at least 8 gigs, and then copy your Windows installation onto that USB, and you're ready to go. Then you just need to boot from that USB, and you're pretty much set to go with a fresh installation of Windows 10. Once you're done with that, you can copy back all of your files from the backup disk that you made, and in theory you should be completely rid of a virus. Of course, it's still not guaranteed, but like 99% the virus will be gone. If the virus is somehow inside your boot, in your BIOS, then you're in a bit of a trouble, but you can flash your BIOS. I'll probably make another video on how to flash your BIOS if you want that, but you should be pretty much guaranteed that the virus is gone. Make sure you follow all these steps like really carefully. If you have any like questions or places you're getting stuck, make sure to leave it down in the comments. I always try to get back to you guys, and yeah, I wish you luck against the virus. It's not very pleasant, but yeah, you just need to sort of keep your calm and fight on, you know. So that's pretty much it. Once you have your Windows, you're pretty much ready to go. The virus is gone and you are chilling. So that's gonna be it. I'll catch you all in the next one.